Hey guys, I wanted to come in and check in with you guys. Welcome to the episode of The Oracle of Hope. So self-talk, communicating with others. So a common thing for me recently has been communicating with others, but then, feeling their judgments and their resentment and their opinions towards myself. And as a highly sensitive empath, if you are too, I'm sure you feel this too, where something feels off about this person that you're talking with. You can feel they feel some sort of way to you, and it makes you want to pull back, or it makes you want to judge them or view them differently because you can feel it. And for me, it's really about trying to anchor in the unconditional love for them and for myself, because an old version of me would feel this energy, it would feel the judgment, and my mind used to work by how I would talk to myself would be based off how others talk to me about me. So if somebody said, oh, you do this and this is bad, my inner dialogue would be okay, now anytime I do this, I have to label myself as bad and talk to myself as if I'm bad because this person's told me this is it, so this is the truth. When actually I know that's not true. So part of deprogramming this and changing, what I do with this is, actually tuning into what's my actual truth. What does my heart tell me about this? So when I'm feeling this energy, when I'm feeling this energy, noting first of all that it's their judgment, that it's their truth, then noting the part of me that wants to resonate, that wants to, activate those old thought patterns, and then also noting how would I speak to somebody else if this was them, if this person was being judged by somebody else and they could feel it, what advice would I give this person? How would I treat this person if it was a little child, I'd be don't worry about it, I'd give them so much words of affirmation and love and a big hug and just tell them that it doesn't really matter, So just giving myself all of this juiciness that I would give to this other person, and really feeding that juiciness, so I'm looking after me, so in this scenario where the person's, judging or got an opinion or they spoke about you and you can feel it, the first step is to comfort and nourish and make sure you're okay and just really look after yourself, however that is. And then the second thing is then how do you then, see this person? Because you can look at them and now want to judge them or now want to close off to them or not give them love. Part of one of my old patterns was, if I felt they'd been nasty towards me or they had been nasty towards me or they thought something not very nice about me, I would close off love to them, and I would maybe block them out of my awareness, just block them out. But actually that wasn't very good because it didn't make me feel good, and I was actually rejecting that person, which energetically, on a subconscious level, they can feel that. So it's almost adding fuel to the fire. So what I've been practicing recently is really coming into unconditional love for this person, so I fucking love you, I love you, and anytime I'm feeling that energy around them, the judgment towards me, of how they feel towards me, just really sinking into that compassionate place of, this is clearly how they judge themselves. If they was in this situation on the other foot, they would be judging themselves like this. And, they're obviously wounded, they're obviously, that's an unhealed part of them, which they're not aware of, and even if they are, I still love you, I still have that deep compassion for you. So as well as this self-talk about this person, because that's the energy then I'm transmitting, is, I love you, it's unconditional love. It's also seeing them as an inner child, so seeing myself as this, innocent little child who needs all the love and support, but then also seeing them as just an innocent little child. And then it just takes the whole seriousness off of this situation. It makes me feel like I'm back at preschool, and I'm just a little kid, but it's almost like from a higher perspective that I'm seeing this, like a bird's eye view of me being this little kid and this other little kid, you know, and there's a disagreement, you know, but as a kid we like forgive so much easier. So stepping back into that energy and go back into that space of, you know, deep forgiveness, of, you know, just letting go of it all. And I did this anyway, so I did this. And as well as this, I also did a practice where before I saw this person again, like the day before, I like just envisioned this person and just like send them so much love, in terms of just sending them white light and just clearing anything on my side so that there wasn't any like debris energy of like, you know, resentment towards them or judgment towards them, because in my truth that's not what I actually wanted to do. You know, I didn't want to judge them back, I didn't want to, you know, be mean to them back. I just, you know, it was an old part of me that was reacting, that wanted to protect me, you know. So I really appreciate that part that wanted to protect me, but equally I don't want to hurt this person and I don't want to hurt me, so let me give me love and let me give them love. So I did this, and then when I saw this person again, you know, I remained strong in that energy of like, no, this is the new energy that we're bringing through. And it worked perfectly, you know, the situation resolved itself, and it felt fine, which was so beautiful. So yeah, so sometimes as a sensitive person, as the empath, you have to be the biggest person. You, me, we, us, we have to be the bigger people, you know, and set the energy, like set the energetic vibration and the energy of, you know, this is where we're operating from, you know. I forgive you, I've got unconditional love for you, I love you, I love you, I love you, you know. They say it's always like the people who are the most like closed off and the most judgmental and the most, you know, negative and things, that they actually need the most love. So yeah, just bearing that in mind, that actually this person just needs some love, and I'm fucking full of love. I have a lot of love to give, so I'm going to give you some love because I love you and I love me too, you know. And just to add on to this, you know, the way that we treat ourselves energetically, people are picking up on that, whether they're conscious of it or not. Usually not, but if they're doing the work they might be conscious of it. How you treat yourself is the precedent, is like the energy that you're giving off of how other people should treat you too, you know. So let's say, for example, like if I'd have done this situation differently, like if they were judging me, then I was like, oh, I should judge myself, I should belittle myself, I should be mean to myself, say not very nice things to myself. Then that would feed into this energy of, you know, okay, well I can be not nice to it because whatever reasons, you know, like they can feel the energy, you know. And part of self-love and self-worth and just like having these good boundaries is loving yourself, so that, you know, this is the energy you're giving off, and this is the standard of communication and respect and love, you know, just communication that you expect from another person for yourself, you know. Like for example, like have you ever gone somewhere and you've met somebody who's like, they've got like a fucking big like self-esteem, like their self-worth is like on point, you know, they're like fully grounded in this is my worth, you know, and it's higher than anything you've seen before. You're like, wow, but you actually treat them at that level because they've set that level, and you're like, okay, like you're jumping on board and you're joining in, you know. And that's essentially what we're doing, what we're training our systems and our minds to do, and what we're training other people as well. You know, we are powerful co-creators, and part of the co-creation is this energy work, you know. The co-creation is with the energy. So we are co-creating this empire of how we expect to be treated by other people, you know, because we would treat other people like that as much as we can, you know. Not everybody's perfect, so let's set the bar for other people that if that's how they treat us, and let's create these new cycles and these new patterns, you know, because we don't really want to judge this person, we don't really want to be judged, you know. So let's come into this space of unconditional love for the self and for the other person, you know. Love is always the answer, love is always the way. So yeah, so it's exciting, you know. And you know, as you're trying this out yourself, you know, feeling the energy and then seeing your self-talk and then choosing, you know, a loving self-talk and a loving perspective of them, you know, it gets easier the more you try it. And to begin with, it might be a bit hard, you know, but stay persistent, stay consistent. You got this. You can do this. You know, find a way that works for you. You know, find whatever words of affirmation you need. Find what comforts you so you can, you know, step into this energetic, like, leading the way of back to unconditional love and no drama and safety and open communication and acceptance and forgiveness and welcoming, all of the goodness. So yes, beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Thank you for joining me again. If you want to drop me a like or a comment, if you've gone through this before, or if you do try this, drop a comment below. And obviously also click subscribe, because you know you want to subscribe to this bad boy. Bad boys for life. So yeah, have a great evening. It's evening here, but if it's not evening, have a great day wherever you are, and stay fucking lit. Okay, no, seriously, bye.